Breaking news: a forest fire has erupted on the Black Sea coast, just kilometers from the luxury seaside compound that investigations say belongs to Vladimir Putin. At first glance, an accident, but evidence suggests it may have been triggered by debris from a drone strike by Ukraine, bringing the war to the doorstep of one of Russia's most secretive estates. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Legacy of War channel. Please subscribe and like my videos. Exterior: on the rugged Black Sea coastline near Gelendzhik in Russia's Krasnodar region lies a vast palatial estate. Its white stone facade, grand portico, sweeping terraces overlooking the sea, and lush forested hills create the appearance of a luxury resort rather than a secure compound. Investigations have revealed that this palace features lavish amenities, a private theater, casino, even a pole dancing lounge in earlier configurations. The exterior is reported to be surrounded by high walls and a no-fly zone, with vigilant air defenses installed nearby. The setting conveys ostentation, strategic seclusion, and a statement of power. Coastal villa meets fortress. From the vantage of the sea, you can imagine the endless lawns, multiple guest wings, and the sweeping steps down toward the water. The choice of site behind forest and hills suggests privacy and defense. When the drone or missile debris fell into the forest just 2-6 miles from the estate, the proximity shocked analysts. Local officials say the fire broke out 10 kilometers from the residence. Some investigative outlets suggest 3-4 kilometers. With the sea breeze, wooded hillside, and gleaming facade, the outside appears peaceful, but the fire's arrival shattered that calm and the facade of invulnerability. Interior: inside the estate, the luxury continues. Reports say the palace once included entertainment zones like casinos and pole dancing lounges, but more recently these may have been converted to a chapel and halls of military painting, reflecting a shift in theme. The interior therefore balances opulence and symbolism: gilded furniture, frescoed ceilings, private cinema, spa pool, and then military iconography and religious emblems. The interiors are spacious, layered, and richly decorated, indicating a goal: the hosting of high-ranking guests, personal indulgence, and a statement of power. Performance in a war context: performance here doesn't mean a car or gadget. It means how the facility operates as a symbol, as a high-value strategic site, and how it performs under threat. The compound has clearly been deemed high-value enough by Ukraine's forces that a drone strike or debris falling near it was a priority. Russian authorities acknowledge the area was protected by air defense systems, including downing of drones over the region. The fact that drone debris fell and ignited a fire shows both the reach of Ukraine's strike capabilities and a vulnerability in Russia's defenses. Performance under threat has been compromised. The presence of hundreds of emergency personnel battling the blaze indicates the scale of the aftermath and how quickly the environment responded. So, in terms of performance, as a secured elite facility, the incident demonstrates that even the most luxurious and well-shielded complexes are not immune. The surrounding air defense layer may slow attacks, but cannot fully prevent debris or collateral effects. Safety features: given the prestige of the site, safety features are numerous and layered. The estate is reportedly surrounded by multiple layers of air defense: radar, restricted airspace perimeter, seismic detection, and private security. Reports indicate that Russia relocated a Pantsir-S-1 missile/anti-air system to a nearby island to bolster protection of a palace linked to Putin. While that system was for a different residence, it signals the seriousness of proximate defense deployments for such high-value assets. The wooded hills around the estate act as natural buffer and concealment. The compound's construction includes bunkers, underground tunnels, and private access roads documented by investigative outlets. Furthermore, the local emergency response infrastructure is on stand-by in region. Forest fire departments, aerial fire suppression assets, and rapid evacuation capabilities were mobilized when the blaze broke out. The fact that 23 holiday makers were evacuated by boat when smoke blocked roads shows redundancy in evacuation routes. Nonetheless, the fire's proximity shows safety is never foolproof. Debris from a drone intercepted several kilometers away still ignited a large blaze. Unique selling points: if one views the estate as a product, albeit for power rather than consumer use, then its unique selling points include ultra-luxury seaside location on Black Sea with panoramic vistas, exclusivity and seclusion, private forest, marine front, limited neighbors, built-in symbolism, the mixture of high art opulence and military iconography, massive scale, estimated floor space, many thousands of square meters, multi-facility luxury amenity, theater, spa, casino, pool, vineyard reported in investigations. For those who wield power, it projects dominance. It also has strategic depth, location close to Russia's southern flank, yet still behind defensive terrain. The estate's defensive systems add another layer of USP. You can live in luxury and have high protection. Finally, the fact that it has become a target itself adds to its prestige. In the perverse sense, high value means it matters in war calculus. Reports estimate the cost in excess of 1 billion USD. Price investigations suggest the cost of the estate construction runs into the high hundreds of millions, if not over $1 billion. Some estimates place the cost at over $35 billion USD in inflation adjusted terms, and with the terrain, defensive upgrades, and luxury interiors, the operational cost, maintenance, security, staffing, utilities would be enormous annually. From a symbolic standpoint, the price is not just monetary but also political. The attention it draws, the security risk it attracts, the fact that now it sits a few kilometers from one of Ukraine's successful strikes. Conclusion: the incident of the forest fire ignited near the estate underlines a key truth of modern conflict and modern power. Even behind high walls and luxury facades, no location is completely invulnerable. This luxury seaside palace, once curated as a retreat of opulence, is now part of the war zone's geography. The exterior and interior show luxury. The performance revealed the limits of protection. The safety features are extensive yet challenged. The unique selling points remain remarkable but carry risk. And the price is both staggering and politically loaded. For viewers following this channel, this story underscores how war increasingly touches what were once private, hidden enclaves of power. The boundaries between military asset, residential luxury, and geopolitical symbolism blur. Thanks for watching. If you found this review illuminating, please subscribe, like, and stay tuned for our next deep dive into the legacy of war.